Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some brand new content, some new event items, as well as a big time prime time release. So we're going to break that all down as always. Guys, thank you so much for the views and subscriptions on YouTube, pushing that 30K mark. And if you guys want to check me out live, I go live every single day at noon Eastern time. All right, let's break down the new content for Hockey Ultimate Team. All right, guys, so we'll kick things off with the new event items. We got the 83 Patrick Marleau from my Sharks with applesauce and the Wheels superstar ability. While Wheels does look like it, the end all be all in terms of abilities, unfortunately, it's only good if your speed is very, very high. Now, obviously, Patrick Marleau's 86 speed is just not going to cut it, so his ability is just not something that you want to use. With Applesauce activated, that does help out his shot a little bit, but he's a very, very mediocre card all the way around. He's currently going for about 7,500 coins, and while I usually love Patrick Marleau cards because he's very fast, has good size, and a decent shot, not really a great option here. I think that there are better cards for cheaper that are a little bit faster as well. So unfortunately, this is a pass. Next, we've got the 84 Vladimir Tarasenko with Gladiator and Snipe as his superstar ability. Again, not really one that I would personally recommend. Body checking with Gladiator does help quite a bit and also improves his wrist shot power and balance. This is a really good synergy for this card specifically, and I talked about that in my synergy video today. 88 speed, 88 acceleration, as well as a really good shot all the way through. Hand stats at 86. This is a nice left-handed winger card, and to be honest, early on in the game, just not a lot of great left-handed wingers. Now, currently, he's going for about 25,000 coins. Hard pass on that. I'd much rather have the base Taylor Hall, but if you're in the market for a Vladimir Tarasenko, this is an upgraded one. And then lastly, in terms of the new usable event cards, we've got the 85 Drew Doughty with Magician. Honestly, Magician is probably one of the worst synergies you could put on defensemen. It's just not nearly as useful. Tape to tape isn't bad. Speed at 88, acceleration 88, as well as a decent slap shot. I hate to say it, but this Drew Doughty card is pretty good. Again, especially early on because there is just not a lot of great defenseman cards in the game, especially if you're not hut rich. If you did miss out on Jones, or even if you got Seth Jones, Drew Doughty would be a nice player to go right behind him. However, I will say he's going for about 60,000 coins right now. Way too rich for my blood. So until that drops down a little bit, I wouldn't really invest. His synergy is just not going to help him that much. And tape to tape, well, not bad. Just might be something else a little bit more interesting in terms of defense. Moving on to the prime times, we've got the 82 Jack Hughes, who had that insane finish on Friday or Saturday night. I can't remember, where he won in overtime and threw his stick over the glass. Awesome, Selly. He does have Gladiator, which I think does help him, but honestly, it's his body checking so low that it really doesn't matter. Although the balance and wrist shot is a nice addition. Speed at 88, acceleration at 90. Obviously, he's got a very, very good skating attributes. However, the issue is he's going for about 20K right now, and while, like I said, this isn't a bad card, the Taylor Hall for base on PS5 anyways is going for like 10,000, and I would much rather have that base Taylor Hall. From the St. Louis Blues, we've got the 83 overall Justin Faulk with the Protector Synergy, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, shot power at 86, so all around, not a bad card at all, and is right-handed. He's going for about 7,500 coins right now. There is other cards I'd rather have, like the base Erik Karlsson, for example, but he isn't awful. Probably worth more to just hold on to for future sets, though, if you did pack him. But again, you're not going to be at a super disadvantage for using him on the back end. He is pretty slow at 85 now, considering that we've got a little bit more faster speeds, and there are some faster options there. From the Vancouver Canucks, we've got the 83 JT Miller with Spark and Quick Draw, which I really like here, as he's got 80 faceoffs, and Quick Draw is a pretty useful ability, no doubt. Spark is kind of tough to activate just because most cards that have it usually have Distributor as well, and you'd rather have that. He's going for about 20,000 coins right now. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, all mid-80s shooting and mid-80s hand stats. A really well-rounded card, no doubt. And there aren't a ton of great centermen. I think his cost is being held up by the Quick Draw ability. If he fell to around 15,000, now obviously I know that the sets are impacting the cost as well. I might look to grab. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on to the JT Miller. From the New York Rangers, we've got the 84 Igor Shesterkin with the Distributor Synergy. And honestly, his stats are pretty good. Speed at 86, glove high at 83, and has Distributor. Not a bad, well-rounded card. He is only 6'1". You want to see that a little bit higher. And again, the problem now is that while you're building your team to try and, just round out your roster, with those sets and how they work in terms of needing 84s and 85s and all that, that's really propping up cards that normally wouldn't be nearly that high. So you have to overspend if you don't have a high-end team, because you've got to actually spend to just get the 84. So it's of the utmost importance to look for those really good buys in the lower 80s now, because they're not nearly as expensive as some of these. But yeah, Igor Shesterkin, not worth the cost to use for sure. Then from my San Jose Sharks, we've got the 84 Tomas HERTL with puck on a string and booming shot. Puck on a string I'm not super big on. Is going for about 20K as well. 86 speed, 86 acceleration. Shot all in the mid-80s, much like the JT Miller card. However, he's 6'2", a little bit bigger. Does have a decent face-off rating at 78. I still don't think I would want to pay 20K for him, but with the state of centers as they are, he's a really good build for a center. So there are worse options you can go. Following in, we've got the 87 Brad Marchand, and still one of the worst builds in the game, unfortunately. He's never really had a usable card. With buzzing, does get his speed up a little bit, and while his shot is great, obviously 91 accuracy, it's just the fact that he's 5'9" and only has 87 speed. It means he's getting the worst of all of the possible scenarios here. He's not fast, he's not big. He does have a great shot, though, however. And his body checking is not bad, but only 5'9". It's really not going to matter. Like, I would much rather have base Kucherov than paying 65,000 coins for this Brad Marchand. So, and I do need to mention that because people, just to be aware, he's an 87, and the X Factor did not get an upgrade because the X Factor's already started +1 of their base items. So the next time Brad Marchand gets an upgrade, he will jump a tier in his X Factor, but not one I would invest in anyways. And then lastly, we've got the 90 Connor McDavid with Thief and 1T. And there's not much I can say about this card. This is probably the best card in the game that isn't his X Factor card. Speed's at 95, acceleration 95. He's got 94 on the wrist shot. His hand stats are all 95. And with Thief activated, all of his defensive abilities are almost maxed out as well. This is an incredible card. And for anyone that is unable to get... See, his X Factor card, honestly, is the most sought-after card in the game right now. It is the best card and is what everyone should be chasing. And because of that, there's just none of the market ever. So you're not really going to have an option to buy him, really. And even if he is, you're going to pay like 800,000 coins. This one is going for like 360,000 coins. And I'm trying to think of, for that price, what would I buy? And I'm close to saying that that is almost okay. And here's the reason why. With 95 speed and his synergy activated, he's almost like, and I don't want to say he's end game, but you could have him in your lineup in like February and not be upset about it. The one thing I will say is, as well, guys, the exciting part here is that Connor McDavid could get another primetime tomorrow or team of the week and be 91. And if he is, that's when he's going to get his next upgrade for anyone lucky enough to have his master item. So this is an incredible card. I would probably sell him if I packed him, because you're still on the hunt for that huge one. You could probably buy him and then, or sell him and go buy the 89 base card. But yeah, this is just an unbelievable card. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video and content. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And make sure you come check me out live on Twitch. I go live every day at noon Eastern time. Have a good one.